go any further, I need to drill out these holes for my weather stripping. So just hold that in place. All right, there's my holes. All right. So now, when I do finish that up and I do install it, now I could just put that on and go to town. That way I don't have to worry about it after it's all painted and everything. I am going to ream it out just a little bit more though. That way I know the bolt will go in nicely. Yep. So just planning ahead on that. And the door is pretty much sanded down. I need to clean it. What I'm doing is I'm working on the inside here, and I'm gonna work a little bit along here too to get it sanded down, because I want to get all of this along the inside done also with the door. That way I can spray that, leave the door open, you know, and then do the door. So and then I can work on going this way later. All right, we're gonna take some of this U-pole and use it, fill in some of those tiny little areas. So it's not as hot today, so maybe I can actually get some filler in. Put up along here. Level that out a little bit. We got a little bit on the edges here. Okay, go a little heavy right there. Yep. Then I'll have to use my finger for down in this area, right in the corners, because you just can't get nothing like a spatula or anything in there. So we're just gonna use my finger, get some of these areas down here. I don't know if you can see it, but that's what I'm doing. Okay. Let's see if we can get this. I got a little bit on my pants. Oh, great. Anyway, gotta get it up. Think maybe just a little bit through here. Just want to touch up this area a little bit more, because this stuff sands really smooth and nice. So all right, and just a little bit up and through here. I can't really get that area. Maybe I can. Oh, a little bit right down here. I know I don't have the camera. A little bit right down in there. here. Yep, starting to harden up. Okay. All right, so I got those areas. And then once those get sanded down, then I'll be able to primer it one last time. And then wet sand it one more time after that. And after that wet sand, I'll be able to paint. Alright, so now I just got 400 grit, and this stuff sands really, really easy and fast. So, I don't know if you can see it, but just, you know, keep working it, and it goes down fairly quick. And yes, I do use soapy water. I do I put a little bit of, what do they call it, Dawn, your dish soap. Just put a drop or two in the bucket. Give it a little bit of a little lubrication. All right. See, there we go. That's looking really good. I'm just going to try and go up to about halfway to here and then paint from there. So anyway, just thought I'd show you what I'm doing here is just sanding down this. Now this will take a little bit because I can get it nice and smooth, but I can see some tiny little pieces I missed. All right, well, I'll come back in a second after I get more of this done. All right, so we are ready for primer. You can see I did all that. The inside is ready to go. Those little areas that wasn't quite done right. And then along the inside here, for the most part, I got that little area right there. I gotta sand down, I just noticed, but other than that, the rest is pretty flat. And yeah, we're really close. So I'm gonna sand down that little tiny little area right there before I paint the primer, because if not, I'll forget. And then we'll come back after our primer. All right, we're looking really good. I could see I missed a scratch right there, but I could put one more little thing over it. Other than that, that's looking real good there. Now I need to tape up. I'm just gonna let this sit like this, not touch. And I need to tape up this side here, and then okay, there's what spray this sealer primer on there. Still wet. The only areas I can see, I got a little bit of a scratch up in here. But like I said, that'll be wet sanded down right in there. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. But that could be wet sanded down, and there's a tiny little spot there. Everywhere else everywhere else is looking really good. So I just got a little, you know, that little bit of a solvent pop here and there, but it's no big deal. Like I said, it's gonna be wet sanded down again. So we got all that, and then got a little bit within there. So we're just gonna let it do its thing. Let it dry up, and come back and look and see. Like I said, what we gotta touch up. But like I said, the only thing I can see is a little bit right up in there, tiny little dot right there, and tiny dot right there and there, and then those scratches I pointed out earlier. But other than that, I am not seeing any. I'm not seeing anything else really. So just a wet sand bug. Get out of here! You're gonna stick to the paint. Yeah, so we'll just let it do its thing. Like I said, we'll come back to it in a day or two.